What is up, guys? I was gonna say argue again, but it's a UU match. Every time I see the team preview, it reminds me of RU because of the low tier pokes. Um, but yeah, this was a UU match against Kicking Babies. Weird username, but it was a good match. Um, I lead off with the Kabutops because I love leading off with this thing now. While he leads off with a Beganium, not wanting to take a Giga Drain or a grass move in general, I'm just gonna switch out into my Buffalon, who I know can take those things and get a +1 boost. He does set up both screens, so that means Mega Horn won't be doing much. It does around the fourth, still a good amount of damage though. He goes into his Quillfish, who gets the Intimidate drop. Mega Horn resisted, does a lot of damage, well, a good amount of damage, though he had the well, I got a crit, so that wouldn't be doing too much, but you know, it's still decent amount of damage. I go into my Emolga because it won't mind getting scalded, um, scalded, but Scald doesn't do much because Quillfish is more of a physical attacker than a special one. So I go into my Zoroark disguised as an Armaldo. I don't even know why I did that. Unfortunately, he gets the freeze on me. So I'm just gonna leave this thing as death fodder. So he goes into his Chinchino and kills me off with a U-turn. He told me that his Chinchino was unreleased, which is skill link. So yeah, I didn't really mind that though, because it turned out to be a good match. He didn't really abuse the Chinchino a lot, and like I know how to handle them, kind of. So I set up with a Swords Dance, putting me at +2, but he switches into his Quillfish, going for the drop, which puts me at +1. Could have predicted him to go back into his Quillfish, but he had a Noctowl, and I just, didn't want that to happen. And by that I mean hitting Quillfish with an Earthquake. So yeah, I did forget that Quillfish do run, or do like to run, Destiny Bond, so that's gonna be a double down. Yeah, I really need to start remembering that, because that was a very, like, for me it was well, I don't know, can't think of the word right now, but I miss a Fire Blast on his Gastrodon. Really sucked, but that would have been doing too much. I predicted a Earth Power, so I go into my Emolga, get off an Air Slash, and die to a Ice Beam. So yeah, that's what Emolga did. I did get a sweep on it at Battle for Charity, so yeah, don't hate on Emolga. He switches out into his Noctowl. Exertion doesn't do much, but I have the Stone Edge. Thankfully, it doesn't miss. Reflect is still up for this last turn, and that doesn't kill. Kind of disappointed, but Reflect was still up, and I always tend to forget about those. Hypnosis missed for him, was very unfortunate, but kind of makes up for that freeze. My sash is still intact, so gonna be staying in, taking out that Gastrodon. Rose Raid does well. I don't fear Rose Raid either, because it's I still have the sash, like I said. He's gonna be setting up, so it looks like he's a more defensive one. Maybe running Venoshock, like how I like to run them. So he goes for another sub. I think I rock polish this turn. So that makes me faster than him. So he's running a defensive one because max speed. Well, no, not no. I'm thinking, no, I'm thinking wrong. Never mind. I do outspeed it even if it was max speed. Yeah, I outspeed it. So just ignore me on that one. X Scissor does a nice amount of damage. That looks around 50%. Giga Drain gets him back to under half. He switches out, maybe not wanting to take another one. X Scissor does kill his Noctowl. I always forget that guy's name. It takes it out. Good for Armaldo because it's doing a lot of work right now. X Scissor kills the Meganium, and that's how many kills for Armaldo? Two or three? Well, almost three. I just went for the X Scissor because Stone Edge is unreliable. It would have killed, but that miss would have really sucked if it did happen. So damage is damage, you know. Rather get that than a miss. I do have a Kabutops that is the Revenge Killer with the Aqua Jet. So yeah, my sash is broken. I run double sash. It's you know, it's a whatever. Getting Giga Drained by this Rose Raid wasn't. I didn't mind it. Because I have the Magmortar and Fire Blast does kill it, so that's gonna be the good. That's gonna be a good game. That was a 1-0, I think. It was, yeah, it was a good game. Really enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed it too, leave a like and subscribe, rate it, comment it, whatever you want to do. But yeah, peace out, guys. See you guys on Friday.